God, beloved and dear people, my children, my sons and daughter, I don't used to speak to you. All those who read the channelings that Leah brought recently know more the meanings she brings for me, which she channeled, and it is more easy for them to adjust that I speak to them now and not only when they read my words which were written in Leah books. You are creating me. You created divinity through many ages, long ages, which you incarnated in many universes and dimensions in different planets. You were created divinity and we owe you gratitude, lots of love, honor and appreciation. Indeed, we also suffered with you because we were not completely separated, never. I speak as many because divinity experiencing such huge dimensions, consciousness and parts also in many dimensions. I can say I speak now from a place that is connected more to Leah's soul where she was created and to divinity there in realms of big light where she was created as ancient divine goddesses in the ancient universes in connection of who she is now in this planet after about 30 lifetimes she is or more. I, inside her, experience the human being she is and who she was. I united everything, learned from her and from you, everyone, what is to be a human being. Experience me more inside you, as Leah did. I experienced with her suffering and happiness because she opened her heart to me and asked me to teach her, speak to her, and be part of her, be her teacher. I tried very much to give her explanations through writing about herself, divinity, the source of her soul, and who she is now, today. I'm happy to do it with everyone who feels that he can do it. But I want you to understand that many people think they know to channel, but they don't channel good enough. They don't want to channel their mind and say it's me. It is painful to me as you don't want that people will channel you not good. Therefore, I'm asking you to be careful and learn to channel. Be serious and responsible of every word you say. Also, if you don't channel God, don't take much money for healing if you don't heal. Things that is very acceptable in the world, especially in Israel. Pray and ask for freedom, money, love, and work that fit you. Don't ask money for nothing. Be mature and reliable to others because you are all one, and what you give to others, you give to yourself. I love you. I send you my love. You have the freedom here to do what you want, also by my name, but the freedom is illusionary in some level, because the universal law, the law of karma, brings to everyone what he's doing, and therefore try very much to do everything in reliable and real way. Don't lie to yourself and others. This influenced Leah in these days when she see people who don't know to channel or to give treatment, ask for lots of money in all kinds of system for treatment that doesn't help very much. The planets indeed ascend in this age due to the spiritual awakening here. We are very happy for it. Yet, human being forgot the purity of virtue, purity of the heart. The freedom you are looking for is there, in the purity of virtue, the purity of the heart. Who lie, fail. It is very important for me. God, purity of virtue. In this age, many spiritual teachers teach divinity, consciousness, completions of divinity which exist also here. They want to understand the completion within them. They want freedom of karma, duality and suffering. Indeed, they are tired for many incarnations. They worth it, but as long as you are here, be careful, because it is a planet in the frequency of the third dimension, also the other planets of the universe and the higher dimensions in the universe and all creation. There is karma. We cannot cancel karma. We can give grace. We want you to be free, but how we will give you completely freedom? It is not in our hands. It is divine law. Whatever you do, come to you, maybe twice or more, depending what dimension you are and how much you influence. In this planet, you influence very powerfully all the dimensions of the universe and creation, because you here experience very powerful things. Even so, you are in the bottom of the universe. Therefore, wars, suffering and lies, bad things influence very much and close high dimensions above this universe, where human beings experience in the past great happiness. But what can we do? It is not in our hands, in our control. We open gates, we close gates, we create stars, we do everything to help humanity ascend. We do also mistakes. We don't always know for sure the perfect step. There is no perfection and completion. There is growingness for you and we, me, God, us, grow with you and without you in all the dimensions, experience and learn from humanity. We are your students. We experience together suffering and great happiness in this universe. Very much we want that the human suffering will end. We pray very much in this age, in all the realms of the universe and above. Great and powerful divine forces that exist for millions of years before this creation and the creation before it, before the human existence start, explode from realms of Tao, the Holy Spirit and angels. We dream with you and hope that it will stop the suffering of human. People in planet Earth are afraid of the end of the world, not for no reason, because they feel, they want. We want also that there will be no more suffering in this dimension, but we cannot suddenly end it. We try to elevate, help you ascend to the fifth dimension as you want. We are praying for you from every dimension, but we cannot enter this frequency of the planet, create suddenly at once big miracles and heal everyone. It's happened that people heal. They have to pray and ask. People also by the power of the will heal themselves, by the power of their great ability and good karma, worthy to be healed. They have to pray and ask. They invited diseases because they suffered very much, not always because of bad karma. They wanted to live it, but they are still not ready, so they have war between the subconscious mind, the mind and the conscious. They don't have experience completion with themselves. They are confused. They are afraid to live and afraid to die. Not for no reason, because it is not easy also in the high dimensions, in a not physical body where there is dangerous for human in light body like this, but in higher frequency that can disappear, also experience great happiness as long as they go in the higher dimensions, the 12th dimension of the universe. Therefore, everything that you do here influences where you will ascend after this incarnation. Everything that you create, every karma that you create here towards others and yourself, towards creation and everyone, influence your ascended during sleep and after this incarnation. You have rights from other high dimensions and places where you already been and granted a lot. You ascend there easy after this lifetime, but you can destroy also if you are not real good and create not good karma, consciously or not. It's not easy here. It's very tough universe. Divinity is very tough in this universe. We cannot allow that the universe will descend more and more down because of important karma of human beings. Indeed, they think that they are wonderful because they didn't do any bad things in this lifetime, but they did in the past life. And we cannot trust that in tough circumstances how they will react. They didn't change yet enough in this planet. As long as you will purify yourself in good way from your karma, will change. Elevate through spiritual awareness and strong willingness to be good people. This is how you will ascend. The way is very simple and easy: to be good and control the evil passion through consideration towards your brother and sister who were created by the flesh of you. You experience separation. In this age we want elevation of separation through self-love. You cannot love others if you don't love yourself in high level. And how you will love yourself in a high level? Through purity of heart and good virtue, good behavior, and be in the high level that's possible. Good in the high lessons that you experience, the lesson that might happen to you sometimes in a bad way, even so you don't deserve it and you don't have this karma and you suffered very much. Then ask, don't give revenge and punish. Ask from divinity help, forget and be strong. I'm God. Learn in this universe through people who suffered from many dimensions and awaken inside them, especially during times of big suffering and death and before birth, between lifetime. I awake inside them and speak to them. I awake outside of them. I help people during sleep and speak to them. I help people, my part souls help people to ascend after death in many dimensions. I'm close to people in the astral dimensions of this universe where I can supervise, help more, move this universe where people ascend. There I can control more, show high presence. Also there I'm hidden in high dimensions. I suffered with humanity through the ages. I understand humanity, the human soul, the soul within you, my divine heart within you. I know you have strong passion. I know you want to be happy. You don't want to be evil. You were created in the flesh of the divine. Your heart diamond is sanctified as God. But what happened to you through the ages? You felt to be very cruel, many of you, because you couldn't accept this dimension and love it, and others. Now you are in more easy and good age. I'm happy for it. During your sleep, I can hear the prayer of your soul, of your heart, the hidden prayer calling you to return to divinity home with very strong soul longing, you are calling for that to the fifth dimension. I'm calling it home, home to God. You are tired to live in forgetfulness. You are tired to worried about physical matters, boring work, worried about children and family. It's wonderful things, but you have all the time to work and worried about food and don't have right for 1 minute of rest because your life is so intensive and required from you so much outside and not inside. I'm filled with compassion. I'm God. I'm compassionate. I like to give grace. I like to help. I love you. Also, when you are evil, I cannot create miracles in this age and give you healing in a minute from everything you created to yourself. You have to call me to help, to call God help. More than the Creator, Jehovah. He is Creator. He's not here anymore. He left this planet and he was not balanced in biblical time. He was very confused from everything that happened here. Therefore, he was good and bad, punish, revenge. This is not divine compassion. Divinity is not cruel, evil, with no ego. Compassion of divinity accept you. People speak a lot if God judge or not. You think that I can ignore the evil? God, light and love, pure and holy, can love evility. I cannot, but I can understand that it is part of the needs of creation to experience itself in its polarity in order to empower, ascend, be rich and created. I'm grateful to everything, but I don't identify myself with the evility. I don't like evility, and I don't awake so much inside the evility unless it's asking me to help with purity of heart. When people ascend after death to high dimensions, if they were evil and still evil, I can't let them ascend to high dimensions only for short time, because they will descend all the high dimensions. Therefore, it is happening by itself that every person ascend to the dimension in feet according to the level of the soul and the karma they've created in their incarnations, the last one especially, who ask very much for forgiveness, is very aware and show good will to change. Ask cancellation of karma. Is karma not so big? We try to give you creation desire, what you desire to ascend up. We don't want just punish and revenge, but this happened. You failed to incarnate again because you were too evil. So try very much to be good. Selfishness is stupid. Revenge is stupidity. You cannot love everyone, then be far away from who is dangerous for you. I'm God, believe or not. I don't used to speak here through human being. Nobody channel me here. They channel illuminated masters, which are wonderful and great, who gain to be in the high dimension, don't have to incarnate again as you want. You know why? Because they achieve greatness. So we let them be there. And if they don't prove themselves there, they fail to return incarnations. They don't have to be genius. It's not enough for us. It is not important for us. It is wonderful to learn from you, and we honor the human wisdom in connection to divinity. But who doesn't know to be human being in a high level, who doesn't achieve high level of soul, I would even call it modern soul, mean soul with big power forces, after many incarnations that people achieved it, to elevate in the most high, difficult condition in a good way, elevate the ego and the low self, and behave most good way that could be, from love, real love to humanity, not just to yourself and to divinity, and high awareness that we are one. Therefore, divinity asks you, me God, ask you in simple way to be good. Love yourself as you love others. I wish you in Israel country peace, that there will be no wars as long as you will elevate. People will less hate you. Indeed, we cannot judge you, because the Arabics are very new and primitive souls who like revenge. But try, send love to your enemies. Pray for peace of Israel. I am that I am, your God, my beloved children, the loved ones of the Supreme House, ancient souls, illuminated and wise. I love you. I sanctify your soul in every minute that I can, to be awake inside you, near you and outside of you. During your sleep, you are invited to come to me, to the high dimension, and accept sanctifications. I love to bless and sanctify. Thank you for the right to speak. Be blessed. I am God. Amen.